cats? Small cats. Some I found in the city, and others in the country. All shapes and sizes, and all adorable. But I can't help but wonder, where did they all come from? To find out, I'm in a town 40 miles south of Boston where they love their cats.
So what do you like about cats so much?
They have unique talents. We should give them credit.
Cats are lovely.
This is Agnes, and this is Felix.
Kittens in a basket, bike ride. Does it get any better than this?
Let's go, Kitty.
But this isn't just any town.
Plymouth Rock!
This is America's hometown, Plymouth, Massachusetts. If I were a cat trying to get to America, I probably would have hopped a boat.
Almost 400 years ago, the Mayflower landed here, and with it brought some of the first cats to America.
I've been invited on board the Mayflower II by Captain Peter Arnstam.
Hello. Hi. Hi. Oh, permission to come on board?
Come on aboard.
Thank you, sir.
The Mayflower II is a replica of the original ship built pretty much to scale. It's surprising to see the cramped quarters the Pilgrims endured.
How many people are on board?
Well, there are about 102 passengers and maybe 25 or 35 crewmen as well, and plus the animals, of course.
Yeah, plus the cats.
The cats were more than passengers on the Mayflower. They were also part of the crew.
The cats had a job to do on the Mayflower, just like the sailors had their jobs to do, keeping down the rodent population and providing comfort, perhaps, for some of the passengers.
So when the Mayflower pulled in, cats are explorers. You think they just opened the door and the cats just ran right out?
It's possible. They were probably as anxious to get off this ship as everybody else was after a 66-day voyage.
When you think about it, these cats were possibly the first cats to land in America.
Cats on the Mayflower were the first in this area, certainly.
We don't know for sure how many kitties were on that first voyage, but we do know their first home in America was here with the Pilgrims at Plymouth Plantation.
Cats?
Oh, yeah.
And cats here.
Oh, of course they got cats here. The English have cats.
I love it.
Yeah.
Plymouth Plantation is a detailed recreation of the first permanent English settlement in New England. Kathleen Wall is an expert on Pilgrim life in America.
What I find really interesting is that these are some of the first settlers that came to this country, which means that these could be some of the first cats that came to this country.
There are lots of different European countries who are coming over, many of whom probably carried cats in their ships.
Governor,
Oh, good afternoon, John.
how are
How
you?
do you do?
Good.
Welcome to the town.
Great to be here.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
So, Governor, explain to me the importance of cats here.
I think they have been a valuable commodity amongst us. I mean, we don't partake in selling them. But in their industry, they're the sort of thing that'll keep your garden protected from the hare and the rabbit, but also from the bird, the crow, and even your own poultry, your own hens are fairly wise enough to stay away from the cat. They do help in sort of keeping your house clean with a sense of, keeping your vermin down. They'll eat little bugs and things like that and frighten away all your mice.
That seems really helpful. So, Governor, quick question. Are you going to record our show, Must Love Cats?
I do keep a journal. I do keep records and things of that. I mean, I can if you like.
No, I was thinking more of like, how's your HDTV here?
I don't think I have one.
Really?
Well, there's
How many
many.
channels do you got?
There's a nice one out in the bay, but it's not really suitable for larger ships. It's any ship of over 80 tons has to anchor about a mile and a half out.
You get Animal Planet?
Oh, there's animals all throughout here, yeah.
I do think that the American short-haired cats today are descendants of those first cats at Plymouth Plantation.
Author Carol Peacock believes there is definitely a link between those first Pilgrim kitties and our feline friends of today.
The days of the Pilgrims were tough times, and I think those cats had to adapt. I think cats back then were tougher, whereas I think cats today, we consider them family members, and I think they have an easier life.
In modern-day Plymouth, you probably can find some remnants of the Mayflower cats in the suburbs and on farms. Like Ranger of Powasset Farm.
Ranger is important to the farm. He is a mouser, so he helps keep our mouse population low. He's very independent. He was a stray cat that we picked up from a shelter, and he's been here ever since. I think he's happy.
From those first early felines, cats flourished and thrived across North America. And the tenacity of their pioneering spirit can still be seen in the gaze of every cat I've ever met. Thanks, Pilgrims! journey on the East Coast takes me to Washington next. There we'll meet the cats who help our soldiers and the people who help those cats. And later, a new craze that's hit the backyard. It's the catio.
Is it fair to say we're looking at a catwalk?
Eu não acredito que tenham bicho no meu forno.